everybody, my name's Wafi D and welcome along to episode 2 of our Minecraft Survival Let's Play. Thank you for joining us once again, and thank you for those of you that came along and joined us for episode 1. And thank you for the feedback we got on the first episode, that being that my microphone level was far too low and people were struggling to hear me. So thank you for letting me know that. I will make sure when I edit this episode that the microphone volume is much higher. As you will see in between episodes, I did explore the map, I did film it, but seeing as all we had was an ocean with a few little islands, I decided that it wasn't worth airing as an episode, so we've just jumped over that episode and gone straight into this one. I think I will be venturing off the map reasonably shortly. I'd like to stay on this island and just kind of finish it off to start with before we go anywhere else, but not really my cup of tea staying on a little island. As you'll see, I've done a little bit more in the house, just added in these trapdoors. They're not just for looks. This is where I've got my storage currently at the minute, so we don't have to have chests just littered everywhere. There's nothing worse than having all these chests in a small little house like this. I also went mining between episodes, so we now have a set of full iron armour, a set of used iron tools. We've also managed to gather ourselves these nice little resources. While out exploring, I did find a treasure map which led me to a chest and got Heart of the Sea. There was 1 diamond in it, some iron, I'm pretty sure the gold was in it, the usual things you find in a treasure chest. So while I have you on camera, we shall make our first diamond pickaxe, because I would like to be able to get some obsidian this episode, ready to get an enchantment table, in the hope that next episode we will be able to have our enchantment station ready. I have been also doing some terraforming in between episodes, just adding in some paths. If we come around here, I've started putting a pond in the ground, which I will get finished in this episode. If we go down here and around here is the mines, which we shall go down into in a minute. I've been using that island for the tree farm. While I was out on the map over in that direction, I did find a roofed forest, so got some dark oak. The oak and the birch were already on this island when we arrived, so I just continued growing those. I've been breeding up the cows and killing them for 1, food, and 2, for their leather. I also, as I discovered at the end of the last episode, I could have just put some soil down here to start growing. We've been continuing to grow some sugarcane around the edge of the island so we can get the paper to make the books for the enchantments table. We've also, as you can see here, I've just put up a wall of dirt to make a vine farm, as I'd like to be able to get some mossy bricks and mossy cobblestone. We've also had some sheep and pigs spawn, so we now have a good animal farm underway. I just need to get some more dirt in here so that the grass can spread in, so that the sheep can start growing their wool back again as I shear it, but they seem to be eating it as quick. We also have a pumpkin farm. So if we pop down into the mines a second, I shall show you the other project we have in plan for today. So this goes all the way down to level 11. As you all know, level 11 is the best level for doing strip mining for diamonds. I would like to have gone caving, but unfortunately all the caves under here, as you will see by all the water, are underwater caves. Whether that has something to do with the fact that we are on an island in the middle of the ocean, so all the caves are filled with water, I'm not too sure, but it has been proving rather difficult. These don't seem to be too bad. The first couple here, if we go down so far, you do start to get into the caves. I'm sure you don't want me to travel all the way down there, but I've just noticed we do have some obsidian here, so we could start collecting the obsidian we want for the enchantment table. So we shall dig that up together a minute on camera. In the previous episode I said about how the fact that I didn't want to play on the beta with all the bugs and everything. Since being back on here and playing, I really do want to be playing on the beta. The world I was playing on before I started this YouTube series was on beta, so I just really enjoyed it. You've got all the new blocks, the new nether and everything like that, the new biomes. There's so much more to explore. So I'd like people to let me know in the comments, what do you think? Should we download the beta and play on that even with the bugs? I think it will add more to the experience, to be fair, and yeah, we can then get all the new stuff as it comes, rather than waiting to have to go into the new update. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about that. I would appreciate that. But yeah, one of the things I'd like to get done today is I'd like to just strip the walls out in here, strip the floor out. A mine isn't meant to be all smooth and clean looking. It's meant to be broken and ripped up and that, because of course people have been down here mining away, so the fact that we've got all this smooth stone just feels a bit too clean to me. So I'd like to get this all torn out and replaced with dirt and water, because it seems we're under an ocean and there seems to be water caves everywhere. We'll have water dripping in, so we have all these little puddles. So yeah, I shall crack on and start ripping out all of this, putting some supports in, and I will be back with you shortly for an update. Welcome back, guys, and I have a progress update for you. Basically transformed to this. I've ripped out all the walls and replaced it with a mixture of cobblestone, andesite, gravel, coarse dirt. I decided to take out the puddles. They were an absolute nightmare. I am feeling that possibly it could have gone one block higher. It's looking rather square. Yeah, I haven't decided yet. I may move it all up one block, because it is feeling a little bit square. But yeah, what do you think? Well, let me know. I've tried to round it off a little bit by just adding extra bits of cobble slabs and things like that, so you just haven't got so many harsh edges. Like, it's so square. I know Minecraft is square, but this is particularly square in places, and I think if it was raised up a block, then it would possibly feel a bit better. But yeah, I think I'd like to get a bit of maybe plants, some vines in here. Need to just open up where I'm going to mine. I always like to leave a 2-block gap, because then as you're mining down, you're seeing this wall, and then when you mine down this side, you're seeing this wall, so you're not missing anything then with each place you're mining to. Last thing you want to do is miss out on anything as we're mining along, especially if it's going to be some diamonds. So yeah, that's basically what I do when I'm mining. Just leave 2, follow it down through. Yeah, I might think about. I think I will move this up. It's taken me ages just to do this, so I might move on to another project now. So I think what we might do now is, looks like we're going to need to go and sleep, sort my inventory out. Actually, I've been storing bits in here. Oh, we could make that enchantment table while we've got the obsidian, which would be nice. I didn't really find any resources at the minute. Had a slime visit, bless him. Let's put the coarse dirt in there, and we'll keep the rest on us for the rest of it. Actually, it sounds like we have some more slime. This is clearly a slime chunket here, because every now and again as I'm mining away, I can just hear them slapping away up here, and I've I've just been ignoring them, to be fair, until then, so that's why we have a couple there. So I think we'll go up, we'll make this enchantment table, and then maybe look into creating that pond, which would be nice up at the other side of the house. So let's just sleep quickly. And by the sound of things, we have a roaming pillager again. But we can worry about that at a later date. So we're going to need 2 diamonds. We will need a book. Let's see how many books we can make a minute. So we know where we are for our enchantment setup. Paper. Books. I think we need 45 books, to be fair. If memory serves me right. And then 1 more for the enchantment table. So here's our enchantment table. Beautiful. Right, let's just find some more wood. Let's use dark oak. I'm not too fussed about the crafting table. This is our crafting table. And look at that, 15 bookcases. So we've now got our 15 bookcases to get our level 30. As you may have recalled in our last episode, some more stuff that I found in treasure chests, and these were some of the maps we found when I was going through that map. Unfortunately, 2 of them I couldn't actually find. I spent ages digging for them. Just couldn't find them. So I just gave up on those. And as I say, the footage was just too boring to keep just riding around a boat all the time. So I decided against that. Right, so we are going to do a pond. Let's just sort my inventory out a second. Spider's eye, slime. Right, I think it'd be nice to have some sugarcane around it, some seagrass, some kelp. Anything else? Actually, saying that, I think we can bone meal it, can't we? And get we don't have any bones. Okay, well we'll have to go and source some seagrass from the sea. Isn't a problem, seeing as we have the sea right next to us. But we can start by placing that piece. There we go, lovely. And what to do with the kelp? Let's put a bit of kelp in there. I think dot it around a few places. I don't want to go too mad with it. It is only a little fish pond, to be fair. I will swim out in a minute and collect some tropical fish to put in the pond. I think that would be nice. We want to have some life in it if we can. Right, have I collected all of that? I have, yes. Head with way back up again. Yeah, I've grabbed some coral as well, but unfortunately at the minute we don't have silk touch until we get some enchanting going, so I'm sure we can add some coral at a later date. Maybe a bit of sugar cane around it, and then when we get a swamp we can add a lily pad or 2, and again, once we can't add any lighting to it yet, but once we get in the nether we can always hide a piece of glowstone in there. Again, this isn't going to be a permanent base, this is literally just a case of it's our little starter base, and it'd be just nice to see it through and before we move on. So I tell you what, bear with me. I shall go for a swim, catch some fish, and I'll be back with you. I'll see you again soon. Hello again, guys, and welcome back. I have managed to raise the roof in here since the last cut. I wasn't happy with where it was before when it was that one block lower. I do feel it looks a lot better now being that one block higher. I just think it adds more to it, having that more height. So yeah, so I've managed to get it all done down through here. If I do continue going down that way, then I will continue the same, but as I say, I don't plan on staying on this island forever, so we've still got plenty of space here for mining. And if I ever get some water breathing potions before I leave here, then I can just go and venture in those caves in there. While I've been off camera, I've also, I think I've finished the pond. It's looking quite nice. Oh, hang on a second. Let's just take care of this guy. As you can see, while I was down there just finishing that off, I made this area just a bit bigger, just to help the bigger slime spawn in here, which it certainly has. Possibly even maybe make it bigger. In between episodes, my goal would be to try and remove the walls in here, raise the ceiling a bit, and try and possibly follow something similar to that up through here. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to go with it yet, but leave that with me and I will try and get that done for next episode. Ooh, it's night. Let's go and have a sleep a minute before we end up with Mr. Creepy Face down there coming around and ruining the day. Hopefully it's stopped raining. Yeah, it has stopped raining. Right, I do not want him coming. So yeah, the pond looking a fair bit different from how I left it. Hopefully you will like it. He's still hiding down there. Went and got some tropical fish. Completely forget. I always forget about using these and forget that you can actually make your own bone meal. So I was able to make myself some bone meal with seeds I had left over from the wheat farm. He's gone for a swim. So I could bone meal the ground, get some seagrass, get a little bit of coral. I've added some sea pickles in just to light it up over the evenings. But yeah, I think it looks quite nice, so hopefully you guys think the same. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up there now, guys. As for next episode, I would quite like to be able to make a start on getting an enchantment room in. Possibly even look into fitting maybe some kind of dock, I don't know, maybe down there or somewhere, and then having like a boat beside it. Just, yeah, I think it'd be quite fitting for an island. I think if you live on a paradise island like this, then you need to have a dock and a boat, some form of transport and way to get on and off. So yeah, so till next time, guys, I'm Worthy D. You've been great. Thanks very much, and I will catch you in the next episode.